Hey guys, Karen Basket DIYer here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the LOKLiK by HTVRONT versus the Cricut Explorer Air 2. I'm going to be doing a little side-by-side comparison, just a quick and easy what I think of it right out of the box versus the Cricut machine. So just stay tuned, follow along, and I'll let you know my thoughts. I will say from the get-go, I was very impressed just opening up the box. If you've ever watched any of my other comparison videos, HTVRONT produces some pretty stinking amazing stuff. They did not disappoint with this machine either. They take great pride in packing their machines and just the overall design. I'm always so incredibly impressed with their machines. Here you'll see in this little box, it contains 2 fine point blades, a fine point blade housing, and pen housing. You've got the power cord, a pen, and the USB cord. We've also got a little storage caddy that attaches right there to the side. I have to say, from the get-go, I'm already loving it. It's nice and deep, and it looks like it's going to provide great storage for the tools and extras. Here I'm just showing you where you plug in the power cord and the USB cord. Now we'll just open the machine and take a look inside. I'm just going to remove these 2 protective cardboard pieces. I'm going to go ahead and remove the little accessories from the box. Again, this is the pen housing, and there's a little storage spot for it. And then this is the blade housing. I'm just going to pop out one of those fine point blades and go ahead and install it. You simply just remove the protective cover from the fine point blade. These are incredibly sharp, so be careful. Now that I have the blade in its housing unit, I'm simply going to open the tool clamp, place the assembled blade in the housing, and close the clamp. All right, let's power up the machine. You do that with the simple touch of a button, and you'll see all the buttons light up. I'm now ready for my first cut, but I'm not going there just yet. I just want to show you the features of the Cricut Air Explorer 2 versus the LOKLiK. The LOKLiK, you'll notice I have to manually open the lid and tray, which is not a big deal. And then here's the Air Explorer 2 with the push of a button soft opening. And then I power it up. So I've got them both powered up. They both seem to have very similar functions in the sense that when you turn them on, they both engage and get set for your project and cutting mat. The tool caddy on the LOKLiK is by far my favorite. It's nice and deep. It has storage for the blade housing and pen housing like I showed you a little bit ago. The Cricut one is just shallow. I've never loved that storage caddy, but yet it does have a little bit of extra storage, which I have to say, I honestly forget that those tools are there. I didn't even know they were there until I opened it just now. The LOKLiK does not have that extra storage, but I'm certainly not going to hold that against them. Again, I didn't even remember that those tools were there in the Cricut machine. Now let's take a look at a few of the features on the Cricut Air Explorer 2 versus the LOKLiK. You've got the power button, the dial where all your custom settings are, the load and unload, start and pause. I will say that this dial is a really nice feature to make manual adjustments right before you get ready to cut. The LOKLiK has the power button, the pause, the load and unload, and the start button. All of the custom features and settings would have to be done within the LOKLiK Studio, which I have yet to dive into. This is just a quick glance at it. It does look and seem to be very similar to Cricut Design Space, so I'm really excited to jump in and play around with it. It may have a few extra features that I'm really excited about, so it's going to be fun exploring and creating with the new LOKLiK Studio and LOKLiK cutting machine. I will say when I first got my Cricut machine, I was very intimidated by it. I don't know if it was because of all the buttons and dials and settings that you see on the outside, but for some reason the LOKLiK doesn't seem quite as intimidating. And I'm definitely excited to get started and use it. I think all in all, these are both super great products. Like I said, HTVRONT never fails to disappoint. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little comparison video of the two machines. I also want to mention that the machine is available in 3 colors: lavender, bubble blue, and daisy white, like you see here. Be sure to check the description below for a special discount code. I definitely want to dive into the LOKLiK Studio soon and create on there, and I hope to share that with you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment while you're here.